Yo, what is up guys? My name is Steven and welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, and we are on our level 1 troll account because we just got the Royal Arena value pack. The Arena 7 value pack, it's 10 bucks and it's gonna get me a super magical chest. So we're gonna get a shot at a legendary card. So I'm just gonna go ahead, open this up. Alright, 4,700 gold, not bad. Okay, Elite Barbarians, like hopefully we get some epics. Because like commons and rares, they don't really matter to me because I can't even upgrade them and I can't even use them, especially since I'm at like 2,000 fire spirits. Don't need to worry about that. Alright, come on rockets, just give me, oh my god, I'm not gonna get a legendary. It's gonna be some other epic, and yep, I got the free spell, 10 of them. But we do have enough gems to buy a magical chest, so I'm just gonna test my luck for a legendary in that. We got like, alright, 1,300 gems, not bad. Like, even if I don't get anything from the magical chest, I could still like wait for a legendary chest to appear in my shop, to be honest. Alright, let's go ahead, pop this open. We're just sniping for a legendary. Like, I don't need any other cards. I got all the epics. I can easily just buy the epics from the shop. I just need some legendary cards because those are like the only ones that are gonna help me out in battle, and obviously no legendary card for me. Just gonna get 3 mirrors. Kind of sucks, to be honest. But anyways, I'm gonna do like my first level 1 battle in forever. I do have this deck I just made. Like, I don't know if it's good or not. It's probably shit, to be honest. I haven't played on this in forever. I actually wanted to get into full attack level 1, but like they're recruiting 2,600 and up, and I'm only at 2,000 like 30 or something, 2,055. All right, let's go hop into battle, see how we do. All right, level 9 player. This should be pretty hard, to be honest. Like, I don't beat level 9 players often. Let's give them good luck. Start out with the Dark Prince. Start off the guards in the back. All right, Goblin Barrel's up. Like, I don't think I should use the Goblin Barrel, to be honest, but like this is my old deck I used to push with back when I played on this account. So let's just see if we can get some chip damage done to the tower. My goblins are gonna get countered by their goblins, and some spear gums are coming in on the left hand side, so we gotta counter that. Gotta drop the Dark Prince for the Goblin Barrel, because if I don't, like, the Goblin Barrels are gonna easily one crown me. They do so much damage just because my crown towers can't deal with them, and they're super low and they're only level 1s. Anyways, we should kill that knight pretty easily. And he does have a wizard. I don't know if my princess is gonna be able to kill it. It probably is, to be honest. Alright. We got the princess pushing down on the left lane. Baby dragon's pushing down on the right. He did do a lot of damage to us with that Goblin Barrel, and I'd just be really happy if I get like the Ice Wizard or the Log, because those are cards I definitely need. Like, I just really need the splash damage. The Baby Dragon, it can't really take out all the goblins. The Ice Wizard, I mean, it could tank a bit. It's gonna be like just a really great card overall if I do get the Ice Wizard. I already got the Princess, and that was such a bad tornado. I missed the mini P.E.K.K.A completely, and that probably just costed me the game right here. Like, if I make one mistake as a level 1, if I overextend in a push, if I don't defend with the right cards, if I don't predict what he's gonna do, I'm gonna end up losing at a level 1. There's no doubt about that. And I've seen like level 1s who made it to like 3,000 because they have all legendary decks. And like, that's what I don't have. Like, I don't want to spend a lot of money on this level 1 account, and I'm not gonna like buy all the legendaries with it, but I still want to like get most of the legendaries on my own, and I just need like some of them. I don't need all the legendaries. I still have like a lot of epics that do perfectly good splash damage, but if I had like the Ice Wizard, the Log, the Lumberjack, that'd be really nice. And if I do get an Inferno Dragon and Lava Hound, that could really just get me up to Legendary Arena, because like the Inferno Dragon Lava Hound deck, it's gonna be so good, especially since I do have like a big late game push. Like, I watched Galadon's videos on these level 1 accounts. What he said is basically like how these level 1 players get to 3,000 is just by defending in the early game, waiting for their players to make a mistake or waiting for their opponent to make a mistake, and building a counter push from that mistake. And I absolutely agree with that. Like, I made so many mistakes in this game. Like, I fucked up on the tornado, I didn't defend well enough, I overextended on my pushes, which ultimately led to my defeat. And like, I didn't really use the Goblin Barrel. I gotta take that out. I gotta switch up my deck somehow, and you know, I just gotta make a deck that works with what other people are using against me. so I can play around to their decks and end up building a strong counter push in the late game. But we did end up getting a crown for our crown chest, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop that open. Hopefully we get at least some epics, I guess, or an epic I don't have yet. Alright, just 6 wizards. Gonna be useless, to be honest. Can only use epics and legendaries right now, so that kind of sucks. Might put in the expo because I do need a building, but let's just replace the witch with our goblin barrel because we don't really need the goblin barrel. I didn't use it that much last game. I don't think I need a poison because I have the princess and tornado already, and those are like way better picks than the poison. I guess I'll put the expo in for the dark prince because I didn't use that too much. Don't really need a dark prince. Level 7 player. Alright, good luck to you, man. Think I should be able to beat this guy because like his cards aren't going to be as high leveled as a level 9. Like he just can't overpower me with all his cards. He's going to fireball my expo even though it doesn't target his crown towers. I don't know why he did that. He could have just waited it out, to be honest. I'm going to drop a minion horde. I can counter that with the princess. Alright, that's already a positive elixir trade for us, but we are going to take some damage on our tower. And looks like my tower HP are going to be even for both sides. Let's drop a giant skeleton and... Okay, yeah, this is where I fucked up. Like, I don't know why, like, I dropped the giant skeleton. I really should have waited. I didn't know he had an inferno tower. I got to drop these skeletons right here. Okay, gotta drop the baby dragon because the skeletons do get two-shotted and they do a significant amount of damage if you do underestimate them. And like the skeleton army has a really high DPS for 3 elixir. Does have the minion horde. I gotta counter that with the witch and we should get a pretty good trade out of this. Like my witch is gonna take some damage to a minion horde is what I found out about playing with her, but still we can get a pretty good counter push if it's like double elixir and I have my giant skeleton up. Alright. Expo in the middle right here. I could kill his Inferno Tower. Alright. This is like my only deck where I use the Giant Skeleton. Like no other accounts do I use the Giant Skeleton. Just because like when you go up in arenas, the Giant Skeleton is just gonna become so useless. Like I get it. A lot of people use the Giant Skeleton in like 2,600 and below because it's a really great card overall. People don't know how to defend against it. They let the giant skeleton get to the tower and then they want to deal with it. Like you can easily just distract them with a push on the other side and split push with the giant skeleton. But as you go up in arenas, let's say you're 3,000, the giant skeleton strategy is not going to work out as well as it did before because people know how to counterplay it. People know how to defend against the giant skeleton and they do it well. They're not going to let the giant skeleton get anywhere near their tower because it's so easily distracted. And that's why like the giant skeleton, it's a pretty good card in like lower arena metas, but after you go into legendary or hog mountain, it just becomes a really bad card overall. That's why I don't use it on any other of my accounts. But like I'm kind of forced to use it, especially on my level 1 account because the fireball is not viable. It's like it's barely gonna do any damage. I can't upgrade it. It's only like a level 1 rare. But like the giant skeleton, it's an epic. The death damage does a lot. So if I can play the giant skeleton well, I can use it on defense as well as offense to take out towers and to stop big pushes. But this is gonna be game. I didn't overextend in my push this game. Like I just took the 1 crown and went along with it because I don't have to shoot for 3 crowns. Like the point of a level 1 account is just to win and climb as high as you can as a level 1. You don't have to get 3 crowns, you don't have to get greedy or anything. If you can't win a battle, if your opponent is too strong, I recommend that you just try to draw it. And like, it's gonna be really frustrating at some points, to be honest. I know I get like super pissed when I get constant draws, losses, and wins, and I barely climb like any trophies from the point where I started. Like, I'll play like 8 battles, and I'll only climb 50 trophies by the end of those battles. It's like really stressful, to be honest. Like you can play as best as you can. There's gonna be times when your opponent's cards are just gonna overpower you and you can't do anything about it. He's gonna send a baby dragon down on the right hand side. We got our baby dragon defending against that. Like I was gonna say inferno dragon because I'm just used to playing with it and I hardly even play the baby dragon anymore. Musketeer is going to die to that expo, so that's great for us. We did get a pretty good trade right here. Got the princess doing some chip damage. Now, I don't really want to overextend on that princess. I don't want to support her or anything because she's just going to end up dying by the Valk. So I'll drop the giant skeleton on defense to counter the Valk. And now we have a pretty good counter push going with the giant skeleton. The Expo is gonna die, but I don't think like supporting the giant skeleton is gonna be a really great thing or a really great strategy to do. I might as well just play a defense card right here, because if I did, my witch would have died along with the giant skeleton because he had a minion horde up, and he also had the goblin hut, so it's gonna be like really hard for my giant skeleton to get to his crown tower and do anything. So like his deck pretty much does pretty well against mine, but like on defense, like when he's playing on offense, my defense is gonna do pretty well against his. It's just that I can't get my giant skeleton to his tower. That's the problem. And his musketeer is gonna die. His witch should also die right here. Alright, it's pretty good. Did counter his push. Like, all I have to worry about right now is stopping damage being taken on my crown tower. And that's pretty much all I can do. Like, I can't go for any pushes or anything, so I just gotta deal with it, I guess. But this is a perfect opportunity for us to counter that Valkyrie with our giant skeleton. And now we have a giant skeleton baby dragon push going on the right hand side, and we can support that with a tornado. But I don't think I can, because he did drop the skeleton army directly on the giant skeleton. Alright, baby dragon is going to end up taking out 3 minions. That was like a really bad play on his part. If he surrounded the baby dragon, like only 1 or 2 minions would have died, but since he did that, I was able to kill 3. Now we got a full HP witch. I don't think we can like drop the giant skeleton in front of that in time, so I'm just gonna go place down a defensive expo. I'm gonna drop that skeleton army right there to keep my princess alive. And he also just dropped the Valk. My princess is going to end up dying to the baby dragon anyways, but my Expo is going to be doing an excellent defense for us. He does have the prince, so I'm just going to have to drop the witch and drop some guards right here to counter that. And we do have his push successfully countered. He does have 2 goblin huts, which is going to be really annoying for us. And we can't get any giant skeleton pushes to his crown tower, so like we might as well go for a draw at this point. I don't think I can 1 crown him. And if I do overextend on a push, he's gonna end up 1 crowning me, so I don't really want that. I don't want to lose any trophies as a level 1, because it's just gonna be really hard to push up after that. Do you have the giant skeleton running down this lane? Because he's dropping so many troops to counter that. He should have waited until the giant skeleton died, and he ended up dropping a musketeer too. So like I just wiped out his entire push, but I don't have the giant skeleton up in time. And if I did get it in front of that witch, I could have turned it into a 1 crown push, but at least we're not going to lose this battle. Like, we're just going to end up drawing this time, but good game, well played. It's 28 seconds left. I'll just drop an expo right here. It doesn't really matter anymore, because I know he doesn't have any building targeting troops such as Giant or Hog Rider, so I could just go ahead and play the expo on offense like that. Like, the main reason why I have it in my deck is because it's an epic defense. Can't really use like any of the other defenses just because they're so low in HP compared to his cards, and they barely do any damage because they're like level 1 rares and commons. But we did end up getting a draw. That's all I care about. And he's getting like super pissed because he didn't beat a level 1, but that was pretty well played. Like, he did a pretty good job on defense, even though he like just lost his entire push. He still managed to slip in a Valk between my giant skeleton and kill my princess and witch with it. But anyways guys, that is gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you did enjoy, be sure to smack that like button down below and tell me, do you guys enjoy this level 1 series, and should I do more level 1 troll videos like these? And I'll see you guys in the next Clash Royale video. Peace.